Welcome back. We're here with Chris Berry in front of the reflecting pool here at the Port of Long Beach Administration Building. Now, when this building was dedicated in 1960, it was the site of a very unique ceremony. Now, Chris, tell us a little bit about what happened in front of this mural.
Well, they called it the Wedding of the Waters, and they had 31 women from ports all over the world wearing native costumes, and they each brought a vessel of some kind, a vase or a bowl or something, filled with water from their native ocean, and they all poured the water simultaneously into the reflecting pool as a gesture of unity among ports and international goodwill.
That's very cool. You don't see things like that very often.
No, you don't.
All right, now in our second story, we'll talk about how the Port of Long Beach is leading the way in air quality through shore power. 2014 is here, and once again, the Port of Long Beach is way ahead of the environmental curve. 16 of the port's berths are now shore power equipped, meeting the January 1st California Air Resources Board mandate that requires vessel operators to plug in half of their fleets while the ships are at berth and reduce emissions by 50%.
What we needed to do was build the electrical infrastructure that brought that electricity right to the wharf so that the ships could plug in. For the ship owners, they had to retrofit the vessels. This is a big step forward in cleaning up the air. It wasn't easy to accomplish, but again, the Port of Long Beach is happy to say we've made it.
Since adopting the Clean Air Action Plan in 2006, the port has invested nearly $175 million in shore power infrastructure, 116 of which was spent in 2013 alone. That's great news for clean air, because each day that a container vessel shuts off its auxiliary engines while docked is equivalent to taking 33,000 cars off the road.
The Clean Air Action Program had a vision of eliminating 50% of the harmful emissions within 5 years. We've already achieved 80%. This will take this to another level of achievement, probably another 10–15% of reduction in harmful emissions from port operations.
The port has the planet's only tanker terminal equipped with shore power, and in 2012, 11% of all ship calls plugged in, demonstrating that the Port of Long Beach is setting the bar for the rest of the world.
The Port of Yokohama from Japan visited the Port of Long Beach about a year ago because they heard about our program. So it wouldn't surprise me, you might see in Port of Yokohama within the next year a program of shore-to-ship power or something very similar.
For more information, visit polb.com/environment. There's plenty more to come here on Pulse of the Port. After the break, we'll give you a look at one of the best views in all of Long Beach and show you what it looked like more than 50 years ago.